will step in to protect young Brody Michaelis from the local teenage troublemakers in Coronation Street. Not superheroes like Batman or Spider-Man, but something even more unexpected. 4 fiery, middle-aged women living life on their own terms. Crime, watch out. Brody has a backstory so heartbreaking, it could bring even Bruce Wayne to tears. The troubled teen was raised believing his parents were the infamous neighbors Mick and Lou Michaelis. In reality, his biological father is Kit Green, who had a secret affair with Lou 16 years ago and allowed Mick to take the blame for a crime that sent him to prison. Mick ended up back behind bars after discovering the truth and stabbing Kit, while Lou was later imprisoned as well after violently attacking Gary Windes. Since then, Brody and his sister Joni have been in foster care with Sally and Tim Metcalfe. Like many others on the street, Brody has recently found himself caught up in the investigation into the murder of Theo Silverton after his fingerprints were discovered on a stolen phone linked to suspect Todd Grimshaw in a pawn shop. This led to his arrest by DS Lisa Connor Swain. But that isn't the only trouble he's been involved in lately. He has also been doing questionable work for Idris Nazir, the dangerous cousin of Alia Nazir. On top of that, he has formed an uneasy friendship with Dylan Wilson, the wayward son of Sean Tully. The pair first met in a secure training center in early 2025, where Dylan was serving time for carrying a zombie knife. Despite their rocky start, they bonded over difficult family lives and became close, though things took a darker turn when they were involved in a car theft with Carl Webster that resulted in a hit-and-run involving Tyrone Dobbs. Now Dylan is beginning a new romance with Betsy Swain, and the two boys have become part of a trio. That trio is about to face serious danger when they run into trouble with local youths in the precinct, only to be unexpectedly rescued by a group known as Debbie's Angels. This group consists of Debbie Webster's close friends, Glenda Shuttleworth, Christina Boyd, Bernie Winter, and Sally Metcalfe, Brody's foster mother. Together, they have supported Debbie through her dementia diagnosis with warmth, humor, and strength. However, these women are not to be underestimated. While they enjoy themselves, anyone who crosses them risks serious consequences. Brody's attackers are about to find that out, but it remains to be seen whether the Angels may have taken on more than they can handle. After being refused service at the Rovers due to being underage, Brody, Dylan, and Betsy head to the precinct. There, they are confronted by 3 aggressive youths who demand their drinks. Brody tells Dylan and Betsy to run while he distracts the group, sprinting off in another direction as the attackers chase him. He soon crosses paths with Debbie, Sally, Bernie, Glenda, and Christina, who step in to defend him and drive the youths away. Meanwhile, back at the Rovers, Dev Alahan and Tim begin to worry when they realize they have not heard from their wives and their messages have gone unanswered. Have the Angels found themselves in real danger? Coronation Street to explore Leanne's concerns over newcomer Idris. Romance is blossoming in Weatherfield, but Leanne Battersby is set to develop growing doubts about her relationship with newcomer Idris Nazir, according to star Jane Danson. Idris, a business-minded relative of Alia, arrived on the cobbles last month in style, turning heads with his flashy car, before impressing locals by standing up to a couple of troublemakers at Speed Dahl. His confident charm quickly caught Leanne's attention, especially as she has been struggling in her love life recently. However, beneath his smooth exterior, Idris has already shown hints of a more controlling and calculating personality. Leanne decides to give the relationship a chance, with Danson explaining in TV Times magazine that things escalate quickly, though Alia has already warned her to be cautious. Leanne, however, is confident she can look after herself and enjoys the attention Idris gives her. Their first date is a lavish affair at the Chariot Square Hotel, but it is there that Leanne begins to sense something is not quite right. While she is in the bathroom, Toya calls and Idris silences her phone, not wanting their evening interrupted. When Leanne later discovers she was needed for an emergency, she is far from impressed. Leanne makes it clear she will not tolerate being controlled, a reaction that hits a nerve given her past involvement in a manipulative cult. Idris quickly realizes he has crossed a line and that she is not someone who can be easily dominated. Although tensions rise, the couple soon attempt to move forward, and Leanne introduces Idris to Sam Blakeman, a move that is likely to cause tension for her ex-husband Nick Tilsley. Their connection also becomes professional, as Idris invests in Speed Doll and becomes Leanne's business partner. Danson notes that this new arrangement gives Leanne a much-needed ally at work, adding another layer to her evolving storyline. Coronation Street Sam actor Jude Riordan has a real-life family link fans may not know about. Coronation Street star Jude Riordan, who plays Sam Blakeman, is not the only member of his family to have connections to the ITV soap. Jude has portrayed Sam since 2020, the secret son of Nick Tilsley, played by Ben Price. Over the years, the character has been at the heart of several emotional storylines, including the tragic murder of his mother, Natasha Blakeman, who was killed by Harvey Gaskell. More recently, Sam's storyline has taken a distressing turn as he begins experiencing hallucinations and a serious decline in his mental health. This week's episode saw his condition worsen, leading to a psychological breakdown and a hospital admission. Away from the screen, Jude comes from a highly creative family. His father, Paul Riordan, has worked behind the scenes in television and has directed multiple episodes of Coronation Street. He originally entered the industry through Hollyoaks before going on to build an impressive directing career across major UK soaps, including Emmerdale and Casualty. Coronation Street confirms new casting twist in Megan and Will's dark storyline. Coronation Street is set to introduce a fresh face into the ongoing storyline involving troubled teacher Megan Walsh, who is currently awaiting trial over the grooming of teenager Will Driscoll. While actress Beth Nixon is expected to depart the soap later this year, the drama surrounding the plot is far from over, with new developments still ahead. One major shakeup is the arrival of Megan's mother, Janine, who is expected to immediately stir up tension as soon as she steps onto the cobbles. Janine, played by musical theater performer Melissa Jock, will quickly find herself in conflict with members of Will's family, setting the stage for explosive confrontations from her very first appearance. Speaking to TV Times, Catherine Tildesley, who plays Eva Price, explained that Janine's arrival sparks strong reactions among those involved. She noted that when Janine explains who she is, the response is intense, with emotions running high on all sides. Janine attempts to defend her daughter and express regret over Megan's actions, appearing genuinely shocked at what has happened. However, opinions within the group are divided, with some characters sympathizing with Janine, while others believe Megan's behavior may have deeper roots within her upbringing. Janine attempts to apologize for Megan's actions and is clearly confused about how things have gone so badly wrong. She struggles to understand how this could have happened. However, as Eva points out, sometimes people are raised in stable, loving homes and still end up making devastating choices. Eva feels that Janine should not be blamed, insisting that she is not responsible for Megan's behavior. In contrast, Maggie takes a different view, arguing that Megan's actions may have been influenced by what she has learned from those around her. Coronation Street continues on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX and YouTube.